Hello everyone, welcome back to Tankcast Club in a new video, and this one we're going to talk about a new tank really worth it in this tour. We talked about the sturdy fellows, the double impact, and this time we're gonna talk about the tier 6 British tank, heavy tank, the TOG II, the PO machine, the fast reloading tank. This vehicle is really OP, and this bundle is also really worth it. We're gonna have the tank plus this plasma grind camouflage, looks pretty nice, and 14 days of premium. The tank will be fully equipped with everything: 15 credit boosters, free XP boosters, and 10 certificates of 5 times more free crew and combat XP. So it's really worth it, and this vehicle is really so OP. I got it in my garage. The first thing which is just make this vehicle so strong and so overpowered is the hit points. If we take a look, we got 1643 of hit points, so that's about 450 of hit points more than the average tier 6 heavy tanks in the game. And that's really a lot, and that makes a huge difference on the battlefield, or especially if you are playing tournaments 2v2 or 3v3 or 7v7. It's always a huge advantage if you have more hit points in your team, we know it. So if this tank is in your team got already 400 hit points in advantage. Yeah, and that's we can see it, for example, on my stats with this tank. I got a 64% win rate in 66 battles, so I'm sure if I keep playing with this tank I will perform better and I will adapt better to the playstyle of this tank. So it's actually not bad, 64% win rate. I didn't ace this tank yet, only first class mastery badge, but I'm sure that it's coming soon. And now let's talk about the armor of this tank. So we got here 140mm on the turret, 125mm on the hull, which is pretty good. Also the side is well armored. And the thing is, we don't want to face the enemy tank with the front like this. We have to angle a little bit our tank so that the shots will bounce. If we front the enemy tanks completely with our front armor without angling, that means 0 degree, the shots will bounce. But if you just angle a little bit, a lot of shots are going to bounce, and we are going to see it on the battlefield. So think about this. But this is not the problem or our problem with this tank, if you're going to be pennant or not, because as we saw, we have a lot of hit points, so we can expose ourselves with this tank. You can risk a lot, take a lot of shots, be the magnet for our team, absorb a lot of damage for your teammates, so that you can make a damage, but especially your teammates, especially the mediums or the other heavies, can try to surround or flank the enemy tanks, because you are the one who should go frontline with this tank and take a lot of shots thanks to our hit points. We can deal 160 damage per shot, and we have 4.6 seconds reload time, so this is really pretty strong. The thing what you have to mention about this tank is you are very slow, so there is no time to waste. We got directly to rush if the battle begins and go directly frontline. No need to camp, no need to stand anywhere, just go heavy or medium side and go directly frontline. So I made only good battles with this tank. I like this tank, especially I played tournament battle with this tank 2v2 or 3v3, and we were able to win a lot of battles because as I said, we got high DPM, we got a lot of hit points, a good armor. The only bad thing about this tank is the mobility, so it's a little bit tricky to play, but it's really an OP tank. And now let's go to the battlefield. I got some nice gameplay with the TOG II, the British tier 6 heavy tank. Let's go. We are now at Falls Creek. All my team is going medium side, so I'm going with them. There is no need to risk and go alone. Heavy side, always go with your group. And as you can see, it took me about 1 minute till arriving to my spot and being able to deal some damage. It's a slow tank, we have to say it, but the rest is really pretty strong for a tier 6 heavy tank. In point of DPM, point of reload time, gun is great, armor is great, a lot of hit points. So this tank is really OP, a fast shooting beast, and we can really deal a lot of damage with this tank. We have also a good gun, we can accurate gun, good precision shot, as you can see, 200 of damage on that PZ6, and now keep pushing on the Churchill one. We have no penetration problems, and if we have some just use APC air shells and we're going to be able to pen just anyone with APC air shells. So we don't have any penetration problems with this tank. And now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to expose myself to the enemy so that I risk to take some shots. I have to take some shots with this tank, otherwise my allies will be destroyed. I gotta push, I have to go front line, I gotta expose myself so that I take some shots. Yeah, I can rely especially on my hit points and also on my armor. As you can see, a lot of shots are bouncing, so I'm gonna be the one to distract the enemy teams with this tank thanks to my amount of hit points that I have with this tank. So now I'm keep pushing. I told the S200Y to stay there. I'm going to be the one to take those shots. I'm gonna risk something, and with that make sure to win this battle. Here we go. The next one already. 3 enemy tanks destroyed and 2k of damage dealt. The next one gonna be the Charles. Here we go. 4 enemy tanks destroyed thanks to this fast reloading gun. The next one, the Ox, again 200 of damage thanks to precision fire. And as you can see, we can really yeah, do some nice accurate shots with this vehicle. So here we go. I'm on my way to the Ox, trying to finish him and help my teammate. Nice one. 5 kills, and the last one is also destroyed. 2.2k of damage, 640 damage blocked. So this tank got also, if well angled, a great armor. That wasn't enough to get an ace tank a mastery badge, but yeah, first class mastery badge is also good, and this tank is also a good credit maker. 75k of credits without credit booster, only premium time. The best yeah, player of my team, of course. So yeah, that was the TOG II. If you are thinking to buy this tank, is right now in the store. Really worth it. A great offer for only 2.5k of gold. It's really worth it. Don't think a lot. If you have enough gold and you want to buy this tank, just go for it. You are not going to regret it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys, and yeah, see you soon for sure in the next one. Bye bye.